In the ever-changing world of business, an organization's success depends on constantly meeting new challenges and adapting to the marketplace. I'm Greg Gumbel. From e-commerce to investing, business strategies to human resources, join me as we take a closer look inside the workings of the modern global economy. Welcome to the Economic Report. The effects of new technology are best seen in the world of medicine, where it continues to improve lives every day. Let's examine this next story.
As new diagnostic technologies emerge for the detection of cancer, invasive procedures such as needle and surgical biopsies, as well as exposure to large amounts of radiation, may one day be a thing of the past. Leading developments in neutron cancer diagnostics by Costa Mesa, California-based BioAtom Inc. provide hope that accurate, instantaneous, non-invasive alternatives are on the way. UC Irvine-trained molecular biologist and international cancer researcher Dr. Anna Radovic was the first to irradiate nucleotides, building blocks of DNA, by neutrons. And Dr. Bogdan Maglich was the developer of the core technology that was originally used to detect bombs. Together, they developed and patented a nanotechnology probe called the OncoSensor.
OncoSensor is the first device that provides direct chemical analysis of malignant tumors. We can detect chemical difference between normal and malignant tissue within seconds from the outside without intravenous injection and completely non-invasively.
Cancerous tissue chemically differs from normal tissue in the amount of oxygen. Cancerous tissue has much less oxygen than normal tissue. This has been known for 100 years, yet it has not been exploited because there was no means of precisely measuring oxygen inside the tissue.
This method is expected to detect hard or impossible to reach organs, such as the brain, which cannot be biopsied, as well as other areas such as the liver, bone marrow, and heart, where biopsy could cause excessive bleeding or other complications. The technology is based on fast neutron atometry, which was originally developed for the Department of Defense for the detection of explosives.
Any material illuminated by neutrons emits gamma rays. Every element emits gamma rays of different wavelength. Therefore, by measuring the wavelengths of gamma rays, we know exactly what elements there are, and therefore we can pick up the amount of oxygen from the outside.
The OncoSensor is scheduled to undergo in vivo evaluation at the Center for Functional Oncoimaging at UC Irvine, in collaboration with the Radiology Oncology Group at Long Beach Memorial Hospital. Professor Orhan Nelsayoglu of the University of California Irvine School of Medicine and the Center for Functional Oncoimaging is the inventor and patentee of new imaging techniques for the detection of cancerous tumors and blood flow. These techniques include MRI, XCT, SPECT, and DOT.
Our center was established as an interdisciplinary unit at UCI for developing and evaluating imaging technologies for cancer research. In order to develop such systems, we have all the know-how and the staff at UCI to be able to develop many of these systems as necessary for cancer research.
One of the important characteristics of malignant tumors is the lack of oxygen, known as hypoxia in the tumor compared to benign tissues.
The least oxygenated tissue in the tumor is very resistant to radiation and chemotherapy, but very sensitive to the hyperthermia, which is the heat treatment. As you can see here, here is a tumor, and here is the blood vessel, sending the blood with oxygen to the central part of the tumor where it gets less blood, so less oxygen. And this area will fail with radiation and chemotherapy. But if we can detect this area by OncoSensor and target the heat to this area becomes very sensitive to radiation and chemotherapy. As a result, you can eradicate the tumor.
The OncoSensor has the potential to significantly improve the hyperthermia therapy process. In addition to the detection of cancer, this needleless biopsy method has the potential for the forewarning of stroke, Alzheimer's, and cardiovascular diseases in the future.